So here we are once again. The oval train has arrived. That's right. It is the ARCA Menards series. We're here in week 1 around Pocono Raceway. We did qualify here in this one, and we qualified P15 because on our second faster lap, we tapped the ball on the entry into turn 2, and that was all she wrote. Looks like Trevor up there set the pole time of a 53.340, just ahead of Brett with a 55.360. We ran a 56.3, so just about a second off the pace. We did mess up turn 1 very badly on the one-time lap we actually got. So, as always, we're going to do our best here to make our way forward and not make too many big mistakes. But that said, we got 50 seconds to the grid. It's oval. It's a Class D race. These people probably know what they're doing, and I am just trying to find my way in this world. Let's head to the grid and see how we get this thing going. All right, here we go. Starting here in P15. We're going to start on the inside. It's going to be a rolling start. I am nervous. Week 1 of the new season, you know, people are going to be taking it pretty seriously, and I'm just going to do my best not to make anybody too angry, if we're being honest. So let's go. 1 to green. Let's see how we get on.
Get ready, going green.
Here we go. Let's try not to die. Let's see how we get on. Our first ARCA Menards race of our career. About to go green.
Post car is off. Time to do your job. Green flag, green flag. Outside. Still there. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Clear outside. Outside. Still there. Hold your line.
I'm here. We survived turn 1.
Stay low. There is a car on the high side.
I would love to get to that outside line. I'm not gonna lie.
Still there. Outside, clear. Car outside. Still there, hold your line. Clear outside.
Woo! Oh, God. Oh, get off the wall.
You're up top, 3 wide.
I saved it and then immediately just planted it into the magnet that is the wall. That's a big L for me.
Clear inside.
Oh.
Go low. Slow car ahead. Go low. Go low.
We survive! W! We did not keep it flat.
In the back too.
But, we survive.
Inside. Keep high. Clear. Inside. Clear. Inside. Still there. Clear. Car inside. Clear. Go high.
Yeah, Rick, that's still the cleanest start to a race I've seen in a while.
Car outside. Still there. Outside. Clear.
Got a whole lap.
Let's go, dude. Not too shabby. Oh, we're going up. All right, for the first time, we've got to figure out that we still don't know how to do turn 1 here at Pocono. Oh God, get off the wall. Thankfully, still just a 0x. That's all we care about. I'm trying not to push the tires too much if I don't have to. Whatever that means. Oh, a bunch of people disconnecting. Alright, don't slam into the wall again, thank you. We're up into P14 now.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
After all that, we have settled in. I don't know. I don't know. Well, we got a bunch of laps left. We'll figure out how to do turn 1, I promise. But we're creating a bit of a nice little gap here. Hopefully everyone ahead maybe can start poking each other.
Inside 20.
And we can start making some inroads. We're about 1.5 back from Connor now. Not too shabby. Alright, coming home to finish lap number 4 here. We're almost a quarter of the way into this one. Still in P14. Trying to make some inroads here if we
You're pulling
can.
away from the car behind. The gap is 2.4 seconds.
God, I don't know. I don't know how to keep from washing wide. I don't feel like I'm turning in too early, but I must be. If I'm getting into the corner too early, then I mean that would push me up. So maybe next time around we'll try and take a bit of a later entry onto that one and see how that goes. I think the same with this last corner here. I think I get a habit of just turning in a little too early. But if I just take it later, I can get on the power so much earlier. Get off the wall. Still 0x. W, we take those. Alright, later apex. Later entry. Come on, you can do it. I think that was a little better.
19, but you're welcome.
I think. It's hard to tell. We'll probably find out as we make our way around, but that might have been a little better. Well, we are starting to make our roads here. We've got Nick ahead.
The leader is running
Not bad. 55, wow.
55.845.
We just ran a 56.7. Maybe it is a touch of brakes. I actually managed to like keep it in the corner right there with a little touch of brakes through the initial rotation. So something to think about. All right, we are back in the hunt here around the top 10. Whoa. Relax up there, Connor. We gotta run. Let's try and use it.
Car outside. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Keep low. Clear outside if you want it.
All right, that's per position, baby.
Car outside. Outside is clear.
2 passes on the same lap. Oh, baby, we're in. We're so in. Now we're up here into 12th, chasing down Anthony, and then Connor is just up ahead from him. Let's try and make it happen here. We're nearing the midway point. Carry a little too much speed. It's our own fault, but it's not too shabby. Anthony also did not have a great corner, so hopefully we can get a little bit of slipstream, if we can. If there is such a thing here. Yeah, a little dab of brakes in the corner will get the rotation you like. If you need it, of course. Oh, very early entry for me. Oh, this is gonna be a terrible run. Thankfully, it doesn't look like Jason got a great run either, so that'll keep us safe here as we are on lap 10. This will be the midway point here in this one. Looks like everyone's still fairly, you know, in this one together, so. All right, not bad. Okay, we're learning. That's the most important thing here, is that we're learning. We have lost a little bit of time to Anthony ahead, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. A lot of race left to go here in this one. That outside line, I don't know how to do it, but it doesn't look too terrible, actually.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1.2 seconds.
Not bad. We pulled a gap to Jason behind. That's good.
10 laps to go.
10 laps remaining. Who's got the nerve to keep it all pointed the right direction, huh? See Anthony there running up very wide.
Outside.
We'll take that one.
Keep low. Outside is clear.
Oh, we immediately tap the wall. W. Lose a lot of momentum, just the way we like it.
Outside. Clear outside.
We compromised his run a little bit there by getting a little squirrely mid-corner, but he's still right there. It might come down to entirely how we both take this turn one. Let's nail it. We did not nail it, but neither did he.
One was kick my ass.
I'm still amazed I make it around there anytime.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1.4 seconds.
Come on, Jerry, you got it.
The leader just did a 56.789.
All right, come on. Let's pull away now. Let's secure. Pretty honestly, I would be very happy with this result right now. Moving up from 15th to 11th, having, you know, a couple of those moments. Finally, sort of learning how to do turn one here. And it's not too bad. Let's see if we can pull in Connor at all. And there's still, obviously, there's 3 cars up there basically running nose to tail, so get off the wall. All right, I gotta stop opening up the turn 2 as much as I am, because I keep tapping the wall, and one of these days it's not gonna go well for me. But as of now, we're running smooth.
Not like I can push my car past her and I can drive it through 3 of these tires.
Oh, Anthony's not having a good time after having the fight with us. Not too shabby. Nearing the 3/4 mark, 3/4 distance mark here in a moment. I'll be interested to see what my tire situation looks like at the end of this. 20 laps will be the first time I've really tried to, like, you know, combine, you know, tire saving and pace. not really like truly tire saving, but trying not to murder them like I have. I've done a handful of like unranked truck series races, and those I have just absolutely just murdered the tires 100% of the time, and it's all worked out. But I'm trying to get better about potentially, learning how to manage the tires a little more, manage the pace, and see how that goes. So after this is all over, we're gonna check that. Get off the wall. We're gonna check that and see how that goes. If we can keep from just running into the wall every time through 2. I don't think we're going to have what it takes here with these lines to catch up to Connor. As you can see, he's pushed out the gap here as we cross the 3/4 distance mark. And we're time
5 to go.
To bring it home, 5 to go. I would be extremely happy with this one if we were to finish right here. Of course, we never know. The last lap, things could get a little spicy as we've seen in past races. So let's see if, I don't know what the gaps look like, but there are a couple of cars up there ahead, just went through 2. And again, another 3 who are basically nose to tail. I hit the wall and it didn't even give me a 0x for it, W. But nonetheless, time will tell. I think they're probably just kind of biding their time if I had to guess. I know that's probably what the smart thing to do would be. Alright, we continue to create a gap behind, which is exactly what I want to see here as we finish up lap 16 and move on to lap 17 here. But there's a small pack ahead, and I think if we're going to have any opportunity of moving forward without doing anything ourselves, that's going to be it as we mess up turn 1 here and wash a little wide, lose even more time. But they're all about nose to tail. I have to imagine they're probably going to start fighting, if not this next coming lap. Definitely the lap after that. You definitely don't want to be trying to make those moves on the final lap of the race if you don't have to. Oh. Very wide there, very wide. Got to focus up through 2. Tires are starting to definitely feel the tires more. Shouldn't be too surprised by that. I can say all I want that I'm trying to, lean on the tires a little less. But at the end of the day, it's still me. I'm still a novice here. 3 to go. And so we're just trying to bring it home at this point and try and take advantage of anything that may happen to some cars ahead, which we'll have to wait and see. If I have to imagine, we haven't heard anything now. Nope, nothing really going on up there yet, so we might start to see some movement here on this next lap. Lap 19 of 22 laps remaining after this one. And we'll have to see. There we go, much better. Definitely not the fastest way through there, but I think definitely the safest. And at this point, that's all we
2
need.
more, let's go. The leader just did a 56.994.
Jesus. I am, in fact, quite literally running 58s. So, definitely a long way to go. What was that lap? That felt like at least a better lap. 57.5? Okay. Not too shabby. Alright, not bad. There is a bit of a slingshotty kind of method you can get through there. There's a lower groove that I think I've just been missing all the race. You can see there the gaps ahead have started to
Yeah, I'm driving on high.
looks like we might see some lappage going on here behind with Anthony, talking about staying out of people's way. But we've seen the gaps ahead start to spread out a little bit, so it looks like the guys ahead are starting to create a little bit of separation. So I don't know how much of a chance there really is at any potential free positions, but nonetheless, moving up from even P15 to P11, I'll be extremely happy with. definitely nothing to be too ashamed about for that. But let's have a good final lap regardless. Let's try and get down here into this lower, like, groove. Ah, we miss it. It's right there. Kind of want to get, I really want to see what happens if you can kind of get low in that and then kind of use that as your launch pad for down this back straight. It looks like everyone's keeping it pretty clean up there, bringing it home. Let's do the same. Keep it pointed the right direction. And we'll come home to a very solid result. Absolutely happy with this one. First Class D, first true oval race. Obviously not at, you know, Charlotte or one of the free street stocks. So we'll come home, finish P11 in this one. Great result for me, honestly. Very happy with it. Let's keep learning. Let's use this season as an opportunity to learn a little bit more.
Okay, we'll get them next time.
I don't know what you're talking about, Mark. That was very solid. All right, let's check out some of the incidents we saw at the beginning and see if there were anything else that happened over the course of the race that we didn't see, and then we'll check out and see what the results look like. All right, so here we are, race start. Let's go ahead and see. There was definitely some shenanigans going on in the midfield here. As you see, the 8 car and the 4 car collect each other. And I think that's what we saw, and I believe we see a lot happen here as everyone gets involved. You can see us making our way through there. Unfortunately, the 17 also just taken out and just massive damage, and the 8 car is just done with everything and just absolutely takes that man out. Hopping on board here with a 13 car. Ooh, getting up into that wall. It's hard to get off the wall once you're on it. Trust me, I learned that the hard way in this one. Well, let's see what else we got here. Is it just going to be a lot of tapping the wall? I feel like it might be. Very easy to slide out into the walls here, as I so learned. Ooh, the 16 car diving down the inside. A little bit of contact, but doesn't look like anybody's too worse for wear. Here we see, I believe that's us up there, and we can see the 15 doing an us and getting magnetized into the wall. And there you got it. Honestly, a lot of the incidents in this one were just people kind of sliding up through the curves, through the turns into the wall. So not a lot of actual car contact, and not even a lot that really, you know, ended too many races. There was a little bit there at the beginning, but everyone settled into a rhythm and finished the race pretty clean. So let's head and check out the results. So here we are at our race results. We go green on both ends, even if it is just a little bit of a win, but we're going to take it no matter what, because we gained a 0.1 safety rating and a +2 I rating in this one. We started this one in P15 and finished in P11. This was the second split with a strength of field of 1,449. Trevor McElroy started on pole position and led the whole way. And here we are down here in P11. I think it was a pretty solid result. The fastest lap was done by Brett with a 55.3. Don't know if I ever would have been able to do that, at least not yet. In terms of biggest winners here, it does look like Trevor is the big winner here with +88 I rating, and the biggest loser looks to be Richard down here in P23 with -85. This was a lot of fun, guys. I'm excited to do more oval stuff, some more actual oval stuff. The short track stuff is a lot of fun, like Southern National and USA Speedway, but at the same time, there's nothing like getting out on a full-size oval track and trying to see what you're made of. I'm excited to bring this series to you, and Season 3 has been a lot of fun so far. You're going to hear me say that a lot as I bring you probably one of my first races for each series, but it's a lot of fun. I'm excited to see what is to come. If you haven't already, subscribe down below. Leave a like rating if you enjoyed my triumphant march from P15 to P11. And as always, leave a like rating if you enjoyed the video. It really helps me out a lot. But guys, that's going to wrap it up for me here, and I'll see you in the next one.